all 124 dope fruits in One Piece explained. That's a lot of fruits. Check it out. Bro, I hit play every single time. It doesn't work.
Ultimate power system in One Piece, and today we're going to talk about every
hit start
single
recording,
devil
best one.
fruit that has officially appeared in the series so far based on the manga. Starting with all zone type devil fruits. Now, this category of fruits allows the user to transform into an animal, granting them immense strength and stamina, and depending on the fruit, some unique bonus abilities as well. And at number 1, we have a pretty straightforward transformation. Dalton, the king of the Sakura Kingdom, uses his Ushi Ushi no Mi model bison fruit to turn into a bison. Kaku of CP9 on the other hand,
so he's
uses
speedrunning
his
these
fruit
things.
to
Okay.
turn into a giraffe. Now, you'd think this would be a useless power, but
That seems really
his long
useless.
neck as a counterbalance, he actually uses this transformation to enhance his swordsmanship. Not really
That doesn't
sure
even
why
make
it's categorized
sense.
as a cow fruit though, but as you'll see, a few of the fruits don't really make sense.
Yeah, they don't.
Now, what's better than turning into a cow? Well, turning into a human being. Chopper is a
The
reindeer
human
who ate
fruit.
the Hito Hito no Mi, the human fruit. Presumably, this fruit would be absolutely useless if an actual human ate it, or if the SBS is to be believed, they might gain enlightenment, but in Chopper's case, he gained the ability to walk, talk, and have human intellect. On the other hand, the former fleet admiral of the Marine, Sengoku, uses the Daibutsu fruit to transform into a giant...
You just made me hit stop recording. Anyways, there is no way you just said you know which animal you turn into. I know where you're going with this, right? You're not slick. You just said, oh, you're gonna be a baboon. Oh, you're gonna be a gorilla, orangutan, chimpanzee, red booty bandit. I don't know what the thing's called. Bro, T up.
Giant golden Buddha, making for a very intimidating presence on the battlefields. And sticking with Japanese mythology, Onimaru is a Konomitsu, a type of mythical fox. However, this is unrelated to his devil fruit. The Onyudo fruit allows Onimaru to transform into Onyudo, a type of giant monk yokai, and like Chopper, this fruit grants Onimaru the ability to speak. And well, what do you know? We're only 6 fruits in and we've already gotten to our main character. Now, for years, Oda led us to believe that Luffy had the Gomu Gomu no Mi, but in reality, his fruit was actually the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika. This fruit, for instance, grants Luffy the powers of the sun god Nika, nicknamed the Toon Force by the fandom, which are seemingly only limited by Luffy's own imagination, bending reality to his will. And the most powerful human-type devil fruit is, of course, none other than the subscriber no Mi, eaten by you, dear viewer, after you...
You know what? I agree. If you're watching this video and you're up to this point, drop a drop a subscribe. Yeah.
Destroy the subscribe button below this video. Next, we have all the birds. Pell, one of Princess Vivi's guardians in Alabasta, can transform into a falcon,
bro,
allowing for
so hard.
super fast flight. His hybrid form makes Pell look
like
rest
in peace, bro.
the falcon-headed god of Egyptian mythology. The jury's still out on whether falcons can actually withstand nuclear weapons, though, like Pell apparently did at the end of the
I thought he died.
One of the coolest fruits in the entire series is Marco's Phoenix fruit. Whitebeard's 1st Division Commander Marco is also the doctor of the crew, which works fantastically because the Phoenix fruit flames allow him to heal himself and others. And interestingly enough, for some reason, big news.
It reminds me of Ho-Oh, the Pokemon, or is it Oho? Oho? Ho-Oh. I think it's Ho-Oh. That Pokemon. This reminds me of Marco. I don't know why. Or Marco reminds me of the Pokemon.
Keeps up his hybrid albatross form, cannot fly. Ironic, given that the real world.
Moltres, that's a good one too. I don't know. It just came to my... Moltres is a good one, but Ho-Oh came into my mind first. All right, so yeah.
Albatross are known for their extremely long flights across the seas. So good thing he has
look at that beak.
News to deliver the papers for him. Moving on to men's best friend and all the doggos, starting with Lasso.
The dog gun
is not a dog who ate a cannon fruit. He's actually a cannon who was fed the Ino Ino no Mi model Dachshund.
What? You're telling me a cannon ate a dog fruit? I thought, yo, that doesn't even make sense. What? Chat, does that even make sense? Put it in the hole? The fruit? Yo, One
This
Piece
character
is
was
kind of
actually
crazy.
the very first instance of learning that,
That doesn't
inanimate
even make
objects in
sense.
the canon could be fed devil fruits. Chaka is the other zone guardian of Alabasta. His Jakal hybrid form makes him look like the Egyptian
I forgot all
god
about this guy.
Anubis, who also has a Jakal for a head. Jabra of ZP9 uses his devil fruit to transform into a giant, powerful wolf. In addition,
Bro,
he
it's
loves
goofy.
using trickery and storytelling to try and fool his victims, calling upon the many fairy tales which feature a big bad wolf, such as the Three Little Piggies or
The Three Little
Red
Piglets.
Riding Hood. And we have yet another inanimate object with a devil fruit. Bambuku is a teapot who ate a tanuki fruit. Katarina
That
Devon is
doesn't.
one of
Why,
Blackbeard's
why didn't he? Why didn't he just make it vice versa? He ate a teapot fruit or something, or whatever that thing was called. Why do you gotta make it? Oh, my mouse ate the water bottle fruit. So now it's like, bro, how do you eat the water bottle? You just do this, bam. Now he's a water bottle, and now he's a mouse. Like what? Make it make sense, please.
And with her Kitsune mythical zone
Oh,
fruit, she
Kitsune.
can transform her
The Kitsune
appearance to
guides
appear
me.
as any other person she wants to. Pretty convenient. Meanwhile, Yamato Kaido-san has a mythical wolf zone fruit that transforms them into the Okochi no Makami, the protector
The
deity
what?
of Wano, who also possesses ice-based powers. And it really looks just stunning. And of course, after dogs, we have to talk about cats. Lucci, the
Cats?
powerhouse of ZP9, uses his
Oh,
leopard
Coochie.
transformation to gain immense strength, dexterity, and agility. Meanwhile,
Rob
Kusu, a
Coochie.
former member of CP9, fits right in with
Saber-toothed
Beast Pirates
tiger.
with his saber-toothed tiger zone. Like many of his crewmates, his ancient devil fruit is based on an already extinct animal. Which now brings us to two elephant fruits. Yet another inanimate object with a devil fruit
I don't
power is
understand.
Falcon Fruit, a sword who can transform into an extremely cute-looking elephant. I mean,
Okay.
just look at those eyes. And really, on the complete opposite side of the cuteness spectrum is Jack,
Mammoth
one of
fruit.
Kaido's all-stars, who is a fisherman who has eaten the mammoth devil fruit. Not so cute. And for some people, this next one is definitely the best category of animals to turn into: dinosaurs. Now don't get it twisted, Drake
Dinosaurs.
here is not a T-Rex.
I
he's
feel
an
like
allo-
some fruits are low-key. It's like worse than being like a coat rack in My Hero, like having that quirk. Why would you want to turn to a mammoth? What benefit do you have of turning to a mammoth? Especially like, let's just say you ate the kettle fruit. It's actually, it wasn't kettle. It was like the raccoon fruit. Why would you want to turn to a raccoon? It's probably called the kun no mi or whatever.
Allosaurus, and
It's like,
according to
why? I don't
paleontologists,
understand that.
those are two very different dinosaurs. Interestingly enough, like all of the other dinosaur fruits to come on this list, this fruit is categorized as the Ryu fruit, which means dragon, not
Dragon?
dinosaur. Page 1 Spinosaurus fruit is yet another powerful dinosaur transformation from one of the Tobi Roppo. The Pteranodon fruit of the All-Star King is
The
modeled
pterodon
after
fruit?
a flying dinosaur significantly larger
Isn't
than
that queen or king? Oh, it is. Mammoths are powerhouses, bro. Oh, that's king. Okay.
Pterodactyl.
Gotcha.
Now, the most significant power that King's Fruit gives him is flight. However, Oda's mastery of biology teaches us that they are also able to use their large crests and beaks in a slingshot effect to utilize ranged attacks as well, apparently. Meanwhile, Queen, the last of Kaido's commanders,
Doesn't
we're
even make
covering,
sense.
has a Brachiosaurus fruit. And yet again, we got a science lesson from Oda that states that Brachiosauruses can apparently launch their long necks and tail from the rest of their body to become a sort of snake-like creature.
Now, Oda, you let me have a conversation with you real quick. I could be a tad bit wrong, just a tad bit wrong, but I'm more than positive a brontosaurus not shoot its neck and its tail off its body like a projectile. I don't know where to begin. What were you on while writing this chapter or this character in general? Because that doesn't even make sense. And if anything, if he does that, he's gonna die. Oda. Who let you
And the
cook?
manga makes this very clear that this is not one of Queen's many cybernetic enhancements, but a natural-born ability of Brachiosauruses. So I guess
I can't put my glasses on back.
something new here. Then we have Ulti, one of the Flying Six, who has a very fitting dinosaur Zone transformation as well. The Pachycephalosaurus literally means thick-headed lizard, boasting a skull several times thicker than any other dinosaur.
Okay.
Makes sense for the most stubborn and hard-headed of Kaido's crew, I guess. And the last of our dinosaur fruits is Sasaki's model Triceratops. And during Frankie's fight against the Flying Six, we get yet another paleontology lesson when we learn that Triceratops frills can actually spin around like a propeller, enabling them to fly. Which brings me to Snake.
Biologist Oda. You love to see it.
Also reptiles and also quite
Biologist
terrifying.
Oda.
Here we have Marigold's
What
king
the
cobra fruit,
actual-
as well as Sandersonia's
Oh
anaconda
no,
fruit.
this must be
Both
ridiculous
of these
too.
boa sisters have snake transformations, which is very fitting for siblings based on the famous Gorgon sisters of Greek mythology. And yet another Hebi no Mi model from mythology is the Orochi fruit.
Turns to a
held
snake,
by,
right?
well, Orochi. This member of the Kurozumi clan really lucked out on finding a devil fruit that shared his literal name. This one allows him to transform into the 8-headed snake, the Yamato no Orochi. Its bonus effect is that all of his heads have to be removed for him to be killed, which
Yeah,
did
like a
lead to
Hydra
not
almost.
1 but 9 very satisfying decapitations in the Wano arc. This here is Smiley, a weaponized gas cloud given life in form of an axolotl. Upon its
What?
destruction, we learned that a devil fruit reincarnates into another normal fruit nearby upon its user's death. And interestingly enough, there are only 3 insect devil fruits in One Piece so far. Mushi is Japanese for buck, and these 2 buck fruits are owned by warriors of the Tontada. First off is Kabu with the Kabuto fruit, and then Bian with the hornet fruit. Oh, and yeah, this one is very ironic because Kaido's actual dragon fruit is not a dragon fruit, but an uo fruit, a
What?
fish fruit. His fruit is derived from the Japanese myth of a carp jumping over a waterfall to transform into a dragon. Think the magic carp.
So, this entire time, I was thinking Kaido was a dragon. You're telling me my man was a Magikarp, then turned to a Gyarados? You false dragon type. Are you kidding me? Bro. There's just no way. My life's a lie. He's like a mega evolved Gyarados. That's what Kaido is. I thought he was just a dragon, like a Rayquaza. No, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Bro's a fish.
To
I
Gyarados
never knew
transformation
that.
From Pokemon. Seiryu, or the Azure Dragon, is also one of the 4 sacred beasts of Chinese astrology, joined by the White Tiger, the Red Phoenix, and the Black Tortoise. This is the 3rd insect fruit. Black Maria seems to have more in common with the Black Widow spider, really, than the Grauvogel one. However, the Grauvogel is an ancient extinct spider, which makes this fruit fit in a lot better with the other already extinct creatures of the Beast Pirates.
Yeah.
The rest of our zone fruits here are single model fruits that have only a single member, or the actual fruit names
Oh
are still
my
unknown.
God,
Starting on
this
the list is
mole.
Miss Merry Christmas of
Dude, don't get me started on Alabasta, please. I said this before. They dragged this out, and Usopp should have died. There was no way he was still alive. Like, bro, what is that? What?
Baroque works who
That
can
was so
transform
cap.
into a mole. Then we have Pierre, a large pink bird who ate a horse fruit. This enables Pierre to transform into an approximation of a Pegasus. Ekums is a lion mink who can transform into a turtle. Hell yeah. Baron Tamago has one of the more interesting zone devil fruits.
Bro's an
He
egg
begins
fruit.
as an egg, not like Dr. Robotnik, just a man in a shell, I guess. However, he can transform into a fully developed egg and become a full-blown chicken.
That's
The
so
Info-bound jailers all
useless.
have what are referred to as awakened zones. They end up losing their higher functions and turn into simple-minded rampaging beasts with immense strength. They are a minotaur, presumably with another cow devil fruit, a koala, a rhino, and a zebra. And these 4 are actually contenders for the very first awakened devil fruit
So
that
you don't
we
want one
ever
of
get to
those.
see in the series, unless we count Chopper's Monster Point, which is currently
Ew.
unconfirmed as a devil fruit awakening. Oh, by the way, did I say 3 insects? Well, I did lie. There are 2 more actually. Vice Admiral Onigumo of the Marines has an unknown devil fruit that allows him to grow several spider-like arms, and his name is also the Japanese name of a variety of spiders. Meanwhile, Vice Admiral Dalmatian also has a very on-the-nose
literally a
name, as his
Dalmatian
current
dog.
unnamed devil fruit allows him to transform into a
Bro,
Dalmatian.
why?
And the last insect fruit that also
That's
appears
so
during the
specific,
Marineford
too.
War is Epoida, an ally of Whitebeard who can transform into a caterpillar with this unnamed zone devil fruit. Then, in a cover story detailing what happened in Impel Down after the prison break, we meet the newest jailer, an adorable Mino Chihuahua. And the latest zone devil fruit that we've gotten is stronger. Doc Q's
Pegasus
horse who
fruit?
ate a Pegasus mythical zone to gain wings. I'm gonna guess that he'd get along pretty great with Pierre, the other Pegasus in the series.
Yeah.
Wow, that is all of the zones in the series, but we are just getting started. Because up next is the Logia category. Now, these fruits allow users to turn into an element.
I think I'm most interested in the Logias because it's so interesting, like how they all have like their natural counters, but like some of the counters be rare to come across. Like for example, Inaru, aka Enel, don't know why he's called Enel. He thought he was immortal / invincible because he had no counter. Well, at least you know this rubber boy that appears. His name is Monkey D. Luffy. He actually gets bodied, but then he gets turned to. I'm at the point where he kicked off Luffy, cause his arm was like in a gold ball. But yeah.